Hello YouTube, here today with my KORG KPR-77 drum machine. This was of course KORG's answer to the TR-606 drum machine, and it was the last analog drum machine released by KORG from that era. So I picked this one up, and after changing all the tact switches and putting in this blue LED mod on the screen and these indicator lights, I decided to start digging around and make some circuit modifications to the voices. There's a lot of information available on the internet with regards to voice mods. I used some of those to draw inspiration, and I poked around a lot and managed to find some of my own custom stuff. So as you can see, I have a bunch of pots here which control different elements of the different voices available on this machine. I've also made some hardwired changes internally to the circuit to allow for either a wider adjustment range or just to, in most cases, brighten up the circuit. A lot of the drum sounds by default sound very muffled and very anemic on this machine, so I was able successfully to bring this machine into the 21st century and make it sound a little bit more usable on modern productions. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the mods that I made. We'll start with the kick drum. So I'll just pull this up and we'll get a beat going here. So this sort of gets us close to what it sounds like by default. So we have the pitch. This is at its lowest setting. I'll bring it all the way up. All the way into tom territory. And decay. Right now we have the decay at its minimum setting, so I'm going to start opening it up to get some of that boom happening. It can go all the way into self-oscillation if you push it to the max. These two buttons, of course, interact with one another quite closely, so if you make a change to the pitch, you will also have to make a change to the decay or an adjustment. So if we bring our pitch all the way down to its lowest setting and bring in the boom, so you get a nice deep thump there. All right. Let's now listen to the snare. So I've added a snappy control, a decay for the white noise, and a pitch knob for the body or the oscillator tuned portion of the snare. Let's start with the snare pitch. I'll go all the way to the lowest setting. And I'll bring it up. Okay. Decay. I'll start at the minimum. And there it is at the max. And finally, the snappy control, which, when rolled all the way back, cuts off some of the highs. This is at the lowest setting, and we'll start to bring it up. You can get it nice and crispy. And let's bring in the kick to see how that sounds together. Now it really cuts. Nice. All right, moving over to the hi-hats. Start with I have the hi-hat open decay and the closed decay. Let's start with the closed. Closed decay fully open. and we'll roll it back. And really tighten that up. All right, open hi-hat. Nice usable range here. Now both together. Oh yeah. Okay. Now let's move over to the clap. I have one control for the clap. That's the filter, which essentially controls the high end. So at the max setting here, we've rolled off all the highs, and I'll slowly bring them back in. All right. And toms. We have the high tom pitch and a low tom pitch. It's the low tom. And the high tom. And finally, we have the cymbal. So I will just have to program any cymbal here instead of the clap. You cannot, on this machine, play the clap and the cymbal at the same time. It's one or the other. I'm just going to switch that over. So for this voice, I have a decay. So this is at fully open. And I'll start closing it up. Really nice harmonics on this cymbal. So if you tighten it up enough, you can actually use it as a auxiliary hi-hat, or even a sort of maraca type of sound. And then use that in combination with the hi-hats. Gives you a lot more versatility there. All right. So there you have it. This is my KORG KPR-77. Thanks a lot for watching.